Good morning, Fair Oak. Welcome back to Science Time. Now, I can almost guarantee you that you are going to be mesmerised by this one. You just won't be able to stop watching it. It's called Walking Water, and the title will make sense when you see it. Okay, let's have a look at the equipment because it does look like an awful lot. You're going to need some clear plastic cups or glasses. I've used glass, but I'm obviously just going to be really safe with this. But you're going to need 5 of them. You're going to need some kitchen towel, kitchen roll, whatever it is that you call it. You only need 2 sheets and you need to cut them into half so you have 4 pieces. You're going to need some food colouring in primary colours, so red, yellow and blue. And you're going to need some water. Right, let's get started. So for our method, we're going to fill the first glass, the third glass and the 5th glass with water. So they're at least 3/4 the way full. This will make sense in a minute. And we're going to leave the 2nd glass and the 4th glass empty. You can start to do some predicting soon and think about why that might be. So 1st glass, 3rd glass and 5th glass. And they're all at least 3/4 full. Now, you're going to have to think really carefully where you're going to put this. It needs to be somewhere where it's going to be safe, where it's not going to be disturbed, and somewhere that you can leave it for a little while, okay? So into my 1st glass, I'm going to add some red food colouring. I'm going to add about 6 drops. And then just give it a little stir. And now into the 3rd glass, I'm going to do the same thing but with blue this time. So I'm going to pop in the blue food colouring and then I'm going to give it a stir. And now into the 5th glass with the yellow in exactly the same way. Pop it in and then I'll give it a stir. Now what I'm going to do is with my piece of kitchen paper, the half that I cut earlier, I'm just going to fold them in half and I'm going to put them between the 2 glasses. So it's going to go into this one and this one. And now I'm going to observe. So what have you already started to observe from seeing those little bits of film? What can you see starting to happen? Is this what you predicted? If you think back to the original question where there were the 5 glasses and 2 of them were empty, is this the sort of thing that you were starting to predict? If you're not sure, don't worry, keep watching. I've put lots of it onto time lapse because obviously this takes time. This is why I said at the beginning to make sure you put it somewhere that you can just leave it, because it's going to take a couple of hours probably to get some really good results. So don't poke it, don't touch it, leave it, but just observe it. Watch really carefully to what's happening and try and compare it to what you thought would happen. Did you predict this? Did you work that out? That's why the reason that the glass for the 2nd and the 4th was left empty? Because the colour mixing was going to happen. Well done if you did. Can you see where the red and the blue have mixed together? You've got a purpley colour. And where the blue and the yellow have mixed together, you've got a green colour. So there's a really good bit of art in this as well as science. Now I could leave this going, but I obviously want to get this video onto our YouTube channel. But it'd be really interesting to leave it going and see how the shades or the tones, the colours change over time, because there's still a lot of water to go through. You can see the difference in the level, the water level in the blue. Why do you think there's a difference? Tell me on the blog. I'm sure someone will have a really good think and they'll be able to work out why the blue's a little bit lower. This is capillary action. Do you remember exploring capillary action when we made our rainbows with our kitchen paper or kitchen roll? Well, this works on the same principle. The water moves through the paper towel by capillary action. If you remember, the paper towel is made of fibres and there are some gaps in the fibres. Well, the gaps in the fibres kind of help it work like capillary tubes in a plant. And so the water is pulled upwards, just like it is in a plant. It goes against gravity. And this is the way that a plant can get water all the way from its roots, all the way up to the top of the plant, or even a tree. So the water can travel against gravity because of that attractive force between the water and the fibres in the paper towel, or the water and all the plant structure or capillary tubes in a plant. I hope you enjoyed that one. I can't wait to see all your photos on the blog. I reckon there'll be some really good colour combinations. If you don't have food colouring, you can use dye, food dye. You can also use any of the dyes that you might have if you make things like bath bombs or something like that. Or even the inside of felt tips if your mums or dads don't mind. I look forward to seeing your results. See you later, guys. Bye for now.